I have a problem with y'all and Drake. So Drake just dropped this new Fighting Irish freestyle produced by Conductor Williams. To me, this is run-of-the-mill Drake, right? So you watch my channel, you know I've never been a fan of Drake. A lot of y'all used to be fans of Drake, but now you're not, or you're pretending you're not because that's the public opinion right now. You're with public favor because of what happened in the Kendrick beef. You watch my channel, I never really liked Drake's music like that. Drake, I can point out the songs that I like, I can point out the albums that I like. There's maybe like 2 or 3. You know, I like Take Care, I like If You're Reading This It's Too Late, I like some parts of Scorpion. The singles on Views, but large in part, never really liked his music. So now we have people, they're saying, yo, I don't like this Drake song. And my question is why? Isn't this song Drake's usual script? So my thing is this, if you love Diplomatic Community, that song, if you loved 8 AM or the whole in Charlotte and all those timestamp records where Drake is rapping exactly like this, what is your issue now with this song? See, my issue isn't with the people who is already not liking Drake like me. Really wasn't a big fan of his music and now they're still not a fan. And my issue isn't even with the people who previously liked Drake music, but still likes it. My issue is with the people who liked it before. If you liked Drake's music before, how do you not like this song? See, me, when this song Diplomatic Immunity by Drake came out, to me, this song is just like the Fighting Irish. Obviously, the context and the content is different, but it's like Drake reading from a paper, like someone's forcing him to rap. It's not energized, it's not inspiring. He just sounds very bored in the booth. I said it back then. This Fighting Irish song is just like that. So my thing is, I would never like a song like this from Drake. I just find it boring. The timestamp records, y'all can pretend y'all don't like the timestamp records now, but a year ago, he wasn't talking this same talk. I'm speaking for the people who've been talking this talk. So if you like the timestamp records, you like the Diplomatic Immunity, this is in that same vein. My issue is really with the people who are switching their opinions on Drake's music because it's convenient to do so. Because the general consensus is F Drake, right? I said this new Drake song sounds like Diplomatic Immunity, which y'all loved. I said it sounded boring and uninspired, like someone got a gun to his head and is forcing him to rap. That's facts. But now suddenly y'all understand what I was saying. If you love Diplomatic Community, but you're pretending to not like this new Drake song, there's an 80% chance you're a people-pleasing me writer. And that's facts. I mean, that's just being completely honest. I said what's weird is to see former Drake fans saying they can't listen to his music the same anymore. Why? Why can't you listen to his music the same anymore? It's because of the Kendrick beef. Now, I know people are going to say, people say, oh, it's because Drake's music, he has so much and in this new song, he has so much self-pity and there's a victim mentality and he's making these threats. Isn't that in all of other Drake's music in the past? So why did you not have an issue then? See, I'm irritated because I've been saying this stuff. And it wasn't convenient at the time to say it. Now everyone wants to say it and I'm fine with that. But my thing is, if you was a fan of the music before, I have an issue with you saying this now. Because the same music you was championing before is the same music you're now critiquing. As if there's a huge difference. Like Drake, the Fighting Irish, the No Face, this is like the same redundant music Drake has been doing. Someone else said, Drake been giving y'all the same song 30 times in a row for the past 8 years. So now y'all don't like the timestamp flow. Is that what y'all saying? Y'all don't like the timestamp flow no more? Y'all don't like the 9 AM in Dallas and 2 AM and wherever the heck be at? Y'all don't like that? Y'all don't like that no more? Drake been making that same reflective mafioso It's Only at the Top song for 8 years now, but I thought y'all like that. Now again, if these people, if you've been consistent the past couple years with this and you've been saying this, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the people who liked it before but are now pretending like there's something wrong with it now. Because we've been saying this. I know it's coming off as straight hate, but Drake's had that same flow for years now. Simple bars, once again, didn't address any elephants in the room and they're calling that a freestyle, knowing dang well he's looking at what's written down. So in 2010 or 11, when Drake was freestyling off his BlackBerry on Hot 97, and people was clowning him because it's like, one, this is not a freestyle, and you're reading off your BlackBerry. I just want to make sure that people who was defending it back then, or was saying, oh, it's not a big deal, I have an issue now with you coming online saying something like this. Again, I don't know if this guy was one of those guys, but I'm trying to speak directly to that audience. I say, personally, I always found Drake's rapping, his music, underwhelming. And this timestamp, because really this could have, the Fighting Irish, it could have been a timestamp record. I found this timestamp style of rap that Drake does specifically boring. Now, apparently everyone else now finds it boring, right? Everyone else is tired of it. When we know a year ago, that's not what y'all was talking. But if you're someone who previously loved this style from Drake, but now saying you don't like this, it's giving, I want to be liked. I'm scared to have an opposing opinion. I want to be in the trend of the general consensus. And that's the part I have an issue with. Again, this video is not for the people who's been saying this about Drake. And this video isn't even for people who still like Drake's music. This video is for the flippers. Because the same critiques that you're making about this Fighting Irish record, we've been making those. We've been trying to tell you. So in my opinion, the only reason why the opinion is flipping is because it's publicly convenient to do so. Like, no one's going to give you pushback. When I was saying the timestamp record is boring in diplomatic community, yeah, it got some bars, but it's boring. He sounds uninspired. There was pushback back then. There was pushback. It was like 50-50 pushback. You'll have people that agree and disagree. Now it's like, if you say it's boring, like no one's really going to come to Drake's aid like that. I just hate the people who have no backbone. That's really why I'm irritated. You could probably tell I'm irritated. I just hate the people who have no backbone, man. Now, personally, with this Fighting Irish record, I thought it was, to me, I don't understand. My main confusion comes from people who were former Drake fans who are saying they don't like this. Because it sounds like all his other records. Not all of them, but it sounds like it tracks with his other records. So I don't get it. So to me, what do I think of this record? I think the rhyme scheme was cool, but this is never something I'm ever going to listen to. Neither is 9 a.m. in Dallas, 4 p.m. in Calabasas, 8 a.m. in Charlotte, 2 p.m. in Nova Scotia, none of that stuff. 11 p.m. in Ireland. I would never listen to any of that. 30 for 30 freestyle, I find it all boring. I find it all uninspiring. Y'all used to find it introspective, but now you find it not introspective, I guess. So I think y'all get what I'm saying. What did y'all think of the Fighting Irish, this song? What did y'all think? Someone explain this to me. The flippers. If you a flipper, let me know. And I know people are gonna say, oh, it's because of now we know that Drake is on some weird stuff. I saw a tweet. Let me see. Yeah, I saw this tweet. I saw this post. I don't know, man. On one hand, he's rapping, but is it me or does these Drake bars just land different after the lawsuit petitions for defamation? Threatening dudes just don't hit the same. So the music is one thing, right? But I know people are gonna say, I know the common response, well, this was before we knew Drake was a weirdo and he's a... Let me remind you, you don't know any of these people. You don't know Kendrick, you don't know Drake. They don't know you. So to say that something changed after the rap beef, it's a rap beef. People are gonna say anything. People are gonna say stuff that's true. But at the end of the day, you don't know these people. I could see if you had a personal experience with someone and it just completely put distaste on you and you're just like, I can't even look at this dude, much less listen to him. That's one thing. But you don't know these people. Also keep that in mind. So yeah, going against the grain a little bit, I know. Let me know what y'all think. Am I tripping? I know I be tripping sometimes. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.